Keep it real moment. How many battles have you actually wrote 3 rounds for? You freestyle a lot. It gets you away with it probably at least 85% of the time. You can still win the round. But how many battles have you actually said, you know what, I'm finna write 3 rounds, and those are the 3 rounds you actually use?
You know, when you a man and you keep it real with yourself, nobody can't take nothing from you. There's nothing nobody can do to you. They can't break you down. So, you know, when Rex did that round, to me, I felt like it was real sucker shit. You get what I'm saying? Real sucker shit. Because what are we doing this for? I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. You think it's just battle rap? Nigga, I went on 40 Glock interview on Vlad TV when he was talking about the game. I'm reading the comments and it says Charlie Clips 3-0 and had 47 thumbs up. Charlie Clips didn't come there, got paid and freestyle that bullshit, or freestyle that bullshit and said, where's my money? And they like, nah, you did some bullshit. They say, we don't have all your money, sir. Can you please just give us like 2 minutes for the fans that are here? And I still haven't got the rest of my money yet. And they wasn't supposed to drop the battle until I got my money. You know, and that's when everybody was coming at me. You make fucking excuses. This is all you do.
Yo, what up, man? It's your boy Chris. UnbiasReview checking in, man. All aboard the Charlie Clips excuse train, man. All aboard.
But once again, Chris, I get looked at as a nigga with excuses. I'm not. Hey, so it is what it is.
A lot of debate, man, on what battles Charlie Clips has won, what battle Charlie Clips has lost, what battles Charlie Clips didn't give a fuck. If it don't count, it ain't URL. Everybody got an opinion on Charlie Clips' battle record, so I figured I'd just do the video myself. Since everybody say I'm biased to Charlie Clips. Do I fuck with Charlie Clips? Of course, he's always been a cool dude when I met him. He ain't never been no issue. Y'all, like I tell anybody else, I hear niggas saying, oh, you like Young Gil, oh, you like DNA, oh, you like Clips, oh, you like... Let me tell you something, man. If I was in Harlem right now and I needed $50, I'm gonna tell you just like I told Angry Fan, and I needed $50, could I call Charlie Clips? No. So at the end of the day, man, I don't really care nothing about these battle rappers per se. I'm cool with certain ones because when I call them on the phone, they keep it 100 with me. They don't be on no Hollywood shit. They'll interview, they'll do whatever. But at the end of the day, if you lost a battle, you lost a battle. And it is what it is, man. So I think this will be a lot of debate. I know we ain't gonna always agree. You more than welcome to turn your own camera on and do your own Charlie Clips battle record. But you know, since I'm UnbiasReview, I'm gonna do it. Let me just tell you, man, I don't really judge 1-round battles, and I know Clips got a lot of 1-round battles. I don't really judge them, but for this particular interview, I will give my opinion on every 1-round battle. I'm gonna tell you every battle Charlie Clips has had and whether or not I feel like he won or lost it. The reason why I don't really like 1-round battles anymore, man, is they really got de-appreciated at the end of the day. There was a time when you had a 1-round battle, it meant something. You know what I'm saying? Sue Surf versus Bricks. Goods versus Hitman, O-Red maybe versus A-Verb or whatever. There's been a few 1-round battles, even Young Ill and T-Rex. But what ended up happening, Seneca Kaysen came in, Battle America, they came in and did a lot of 1-round battles. They did all the shit with Rex and Ill, Big Will and K-Shine. You know, you had Big Will and Verb, that was on a street status. But you had Nove versus K-Shine, you had Artisan versus Rex. And that 1-round wave started with Seneca Kaysen. After that, all these leagues came into battle rap and started doing 1-round battles. And what really ended up happening, man, is that the leagues could not afford to book top tier dudes for 3 rounds. So in order to get their league popping, they'll just book them in 1-round battles, and either they wouldn't even pay them even in a 1-round battle. Bullshit, they're paid. We saw what happened with JC Manslaughter Battle League. We saw what happened with Daylight in a Pat State battle.
I was told that the rounds was not, that the battle was not going to come out and we was going to reschedule it. It was my idea to reschedule the battle. because, hey, mission was not accomplished. Y'all want to do this over? This shit was kind of shitty.
I'll get into that later if you don't know what I'm talking about. Saw what happened with Clips and Heartless.
Nigga, I go to sleep in the truck, nigga, in the passenger seat, knocked out. My eye opened a little bit. I see the two league owners over there talking. They talking, right? Nigga comes over to me, gets in the truck, starts off with, I said, yo, you don't have my money, do you? You know, nah, we don't have it all. We don't have it all. We don't got all the money, but we got some of it.
All these leagues try to do all these little one-round battles when they really couldn't afford them anyway. And they just needed a way to get their league a little bit of buzz, so they booked a one-round battle mixed with a bunch of three-round battles, and they called it a card. Gracie, Guerrilla Warfare, crying out loud, them niggas did a whole card of one-round battles. I don't know what the fuck she was thinking about, but that whole thing happened. And the one-round battles, when the leagues came in, it got de-appreciated, and then almost to the effect where it didn't even really matter about one-round battles no more. If you a new dude coming up and you may be trying to get you a little buzz with an up-and-coming cat, a one-round battle ain't bad. But all these top-tier dudes, I just watched Goods versus Wrong. You know what Goods said the whole battle, my nigga? I only took the battle for the check. The nigga said that shit throughout his entire round versus Wrong. You know, it wasn't a terrible battle, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's why one-round battles, I don't judge them anymore. Because I already know from talking to battle rappers, they don't take them serious. Averb did an interview, my nigga. I never forget this interview. He said all you gotta do in a one-round battle is survive, and your fans will say you won.
Listen, bro.
Can we please get back to these three rounders, please?
Okay, wait, hold on. How many one-rounders have you seen me take?
No, I don't even mean you. I just mean, like, why is this one-round wave going around?
Because you know what? Because you know what? You still get to put us on the card and promote us. You feel me? and we're just not doing that much work. Like, you got to think, a one-round battle is always safe. It's always safe. All you have to do is get through your round, and it becomes opinionated.
Yeah, but from the fan standpoint, my nigga, we don't want to see one round. We want to see you niggas go back and forth.
Yeah, and listen, that's why it's always safe, because we know that y'all don't like it. So listen, let's just say for some magical reason, when you watch Mighty Boom, he looks magically impressive and I look terrible. Doesn't matter.
Nigga, this is what top tier niggas are saying. All you have to do is survive and not choke or not do no shit like that, and niggas will say you won the battle. So that's what he said when he battled Adi Boom on RBE, that all he had to do was go through his 3-minute round, and niggas will say it's debatable. You just got to get through the battle. So nobody gives a fuck about one-round battles, especially top-tier niggas. With that being said, let's start, man. I got a list of every Charlie Clips battle. I'm just going to go down the list. I'm going to tell you what everything I think about the battle, whether or not I feel like he won or lost. Number 1, Tay-Rock. I'm just going down the list. It ain't no order or whatever. I just got them all written down. Tay-Rock. I feel Clips obviously beat Tay-Rock in the first battle, and I feel like he beat him in the second battle as well. He kind of little boyed him a little bit in the battle, which is what I preferred more, even though Tay-Rock had 3 very good rounds, and I think I gave Tay-Rock maybe the second round. But I like when Clips was like,
so stop promoting Tay-Tay like this nigga with the game missing. He have a little battle, you give him 2,000. Okay, it's change flipping. He have a big battle, you give him 2,000. That's the same difference. You might as well work for Halal. You keep giving niggas the same shit.
that shit was fire to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's the only reason why he won the battle, but I'm just saying, like, it was certain things in that battle I just really liked about Clips' round, and I gave Clips both Tay-Rock battles. So those aren't really battles I feel like he lost. So Clips is 2-0. Tay-Rock first battle, Tay-Rock second battle, I gave him 2-0. Next up, Conceited. Now, Conceited had some pretty good bars in this battle, but I was one of the fortunate people that was able to see Young Ill versus Conceited. You know what I'm saying? I know they had an early bird special and everything, but I was able to catch it at someone's house that had the video, and I was able to see the battle. Now, if you watch the battle, the Young Ill battle, you'll know that Conceited recycled some of his Young Ill bars and put it in the Charlie Clips battle. When I watched the Charlie Clips and Conceited battle, I always felt like Clips won because Conceited basically recycled, and he recycled a couple of his best bars. The whole Captain Morgan shit was crazy in the first round versus Clips. That was a whole recycle. You know what I'm saying? That bar is actually a haymaker. That's a recycle.
Honestly, I'll go all in this house. The flame turn his brains into change. It'll be all in the couch. Any survivors left in that lock in the sprout. You guys want to take shots, then Captain Morgan's comes out. Slow it down, I just dissed you. You guys want to take shots, get capped, and more guns come out. Slow it down once more. You want to take shots, get capped, then organs come out.
You know, everybody pretty much knows where it's coming from. So me personally, I felt like they should have never battled. They were friends, they were cool, and it was just a battle King of the Dot threw together. But it was another battle I don't think Clips or Conceited really took serious. And that's why Clips basically did a lot of freestyling mixed with some bars, and Conceited recycled and wrote some quick shit. And that was the end of it, really. So, but I always gave that battle to Charlie Clips. So right there, we got Tay-Rock, both battles, and we got Conceited. So he's 3-0 as of now. Averb next on the list. Obviously, he beat Averb. Now, the one thing about this battle is Averb was in his prime. Coming into this battle at Summer Madness, I felt like Verb was the #1 dude in battle rap, in my personal opinion. Midwest Miles, Mav Hoffa, Hollow the Don, Marv won all battles where Verb spazzed. You know what I'm saying? So you could argue that either him or Hollow was probably 1 and 2 coming into Summer Madness, because Hollow was going, you know, he had beat Goods, he had beat a few people, he battled Hitman, he kind of underperformed. That wasn't a crazy battle. The Charlie Clips battle was a battle I expected Verb to win. And Clips beat Verb at Verb's top stature. You know what I'm saying? At the top stature of Verb, Clips beat him and beat him 3-0 in my opinion.
I got a question. How the fuck is your flow platinum, but your mouth on some gold shit? You snuggle soft and a laundry full of dry clothes, you wouldn't fold shit. Every bar make you hit me and holler ill, cause you ain't even worth my old shit. 100 shots through your Nautica shirt, make your heart cracked in a boat flip. God trying to take, hold on. God trying to take your spirit, I make your soul live. Dr. Shows, ain't for your sneakers, making the soul slip. Bird, you don't know shit, go ahead and give me Aggie, till I'm in a room with my Maggie. I'm home and sitting on a road trip.
It wasn't the best Clips battle in my personal opinion, but you know, Verb looked terrible, and it ain't got nothing to do with the booze or nothing. At the end of the day, his bars just were not on point. Charlie Clips clearly won that battle. Big T. A lot of people debate whether or not Big T won and whether or not Charlie Clips won. I always gave this battle to Charlie Clips as well. One of the main reasons why I always gave this battle to Charlie Clips was kind of because when I talked to Big T after the battle, he was like, I said, yo, why you changed up your style? Because at the time, me and Mickey Fax were 2 people that came out and said Big T lost. And Big T got all mad, left the Facebook group, argued with us the whole 9. Eventually, he came back in the Facebook group, called me and Mickey Fax biased. And we told him, we was like, yo, you really switched your style. You know what I'm saying? That shit you had for Surf when you was going crazy for Surf and DNA, like you switched your whole style to battle Clips. And he said that he didn't feel like he could actually beat Clips using his style, so he went to quicker punches. Then he had a lot of Chicago references, and then I really didn't like Big T's 3rd round that much at all. Did Clips have a crazy battle? No, he didn't. He stumbled, I think, a couple times, did a couple psycho lies or whatever. But at the end of the day, you don't really lose a round to me just on stumbling. You have to choke in order for me to give you the, you know, completely have you lose the round. To me, Clips still did good enough to kind of like edge the battle. And even if he didn't edge it, it's definitely debatable. And it's debatable in a nigga backyard. He's doing mad home references. He changed his style just to beat you. And he's still debatable with Clips freestyling even some of that. So it's at the end of the day, I always felt like Big T had so much to gain from beating Clips and still didn't beat Clips in my opinion. So I always gave that battle to Charlie Clips. So right now, we got both Tay-Rocks, Conceited, Averb, Big T. So he's 5-0 right now. Next up, X Factor. This battle was another highly debated battle because people was like, oh, Clips rap for 20 minutes. X Factor only rap for like 12, whatever the case may be. Smack did announce at the beginning of this battle that this was a unlimited battle. He says this in the battle, and me and Charlie Clips talk a lot about this in his Untold Truth. But to me, the main reason why the first 10 or 11 minutes of the clip round I was fucking with.
You know how many niggas want to battle me? How many niggas dream of killing Clips? I give you the fucking opportunity and you ask for one round, you fucking idiot. So for the fans that wanted you to... Hold on, so for the fans that wanted you to kill me in 3 and was hoping to see your stock rise, you subconsciously stabbed them in the back. And for that, you will never be top 5.
After a while, it got drawn out. He started going at other niggas. He started doing psych out lies or whatever. And it kind of got drawn out and it lost a lot of thunder. X Factor, in my opinion, didn't look confident. Even though he had bars, he didn't look confident. He didn't feel like he was winning the battle. He looked very frustrated and he talked a lot through Clips' round. And obviously, Big T and even Calico, who was on the side, talked a lot through his round. X Factor did go on Battle Rap Arena and say, yo, I think I lost the battle, but I'm not going to really give him an honorable win, but I do feel like he won. So, I mean, he kind of admitted to losing, even though he didn't feel like it was honorable, but obviously we saw Clips went here, X Factor went here, and that was pretty much a wrap. So I never gave this battle to X Factor. Another thing about this battle, too, it should have been 3 rounds, and X Factor chose to go 1 round at the last minute. Then he tried to switch back to 3 and everything and then switch back to 1. X Factor is the reason this battle was a 1-round battle from jump. You know what I'm saying? You know Smack and URL ain't trying to book no 1-round battles, but X Factor didn't feel like he could prepare 3 rounds and went 1 round. And I mean, and then he got his ass pretty much cooked for 20 minutes. Not cooked per se, but I mean, like you get what you asked for. You would have just stuck to 3 rounds. It is what it is. So I got Clips winning the X Factor battle. So already he's 6-0. Serious Jones is next. Serious Jones, another highly debated battle from Summer Madness 2. Obviously, the second round was one of the worst rounds from Serious Jones. You know, he had the Bootsy round or whatever. I feel like as far as a top tier dude, that's one of the worst rounds in battle rap. The Serious Jones second round.
I don't know no real niggas that know this nigga in real life. So I hired a private investigator. This freak bitch, I call her Dick Tracy. And y'all will not believe the information this bitch gave me. So I don't gotta spit a bunch of nonsense and all kind of jokes. See, all I'ma quote is the contents of this envelope.
Third round, Serious Jones fought back, did well. Clips kind of, I guess, didn't prepare or basically stumbled or whatever. Started going at niggas in the crowd and shit like that. So Clips lost the third round. Serious Jones lost the second round. This battle comes down to the first round. In my opinion, the Guess What Room I'm In scheme was brilliant when it was first done. That's my personal opinion. I liked it. You know, the sync, you don't want to false it. Everything he was saying to me with the Guess What Room I'm In scheme, this was our first time hearing it. I kind of felt like it was dope in my personal opinion. As far as what else did he have in there? He had the barber jokes, which were cool. They weren't great, but I mean, they weren't terrible either. Serious Jones had fat jokes, which to me were not hitting on nothing. I mean, I think the nigga said some shit like, you've been signed to Little Debbie. And when I was going around putting on for battle rap and putting on for these labels on TV, you was at home watching a 19-inch or 13-inch. When I was at home on the road doing this, you was in a twin-size bed. Serious Jones, to me, just bars in the first round. They weren't crazy to me. And then after all that criticism he did with Clips as far as doing schemes, he ends with a label scheme. You know, saying, I'll just do labels to show you that I can beat you or whatever. And then he did some label scheme that wasn't even really hot. It definitely wasn't as hot as a Guess What Room I'm In shit. He said some shit like, so I'm always out for the cash money. I come through your hood, rough riding. You'll think I was disturbing the peace. He goes through all these labels. And to me, it really wasn't hitting on nothing. The same thing you kind of criticized Clips about by saying he schemes too much. You ended it with a scheme. So for me, I always gave Clips the first round, and that gave Clips the battle. So for the most part, I got him beating Serious Jones too. So what's next on the list? Arsenal is next on the list. This is another battle that I gave Charlie Clips in because I didn't really like Arsenal in this battle. This was actually a battle where I guess Clips went the time limit. You know what I'm saying? Spit his usual 3 to 4 minutes, and Arsenal went super long in a battle and had super filler. This is one of Arsenal's most filler battles that I've ever seen him have.
Now, any battle rapper could have started a league. Mine's successful because I got the larger movement. You was mediocre against Tay-Rock, but since then I've seen large improvement. You sleep? I think mine all the way through. See, my visuals got a sharper blueprint. This would happen when you put a high school dropout against the IQ of a Harvard student. It's all confusing, but it tickles my soul. It's somewhat amusing. You say you got me figured all out, so what I'm using? If I say I'm tired of hearing bars about drugs and what you shooting, I rip your shoulders out the socket, take your arm and hammer. Now what you using? I heard when Hollow went down, he tried to start up a movement, but was snuggled with the wrong inmate, so now he losing. If I ran through all of New York and my title's still undisputed, I got everything to gain, so explain just what I'm losing. I will Clorox the stain in your brain soon as you lose it, then take 4 quarters and start the machine. That's how you do it. You ain't sick, nigga. You a hypochondriac. I knew how they was gonna react. But you and everybody in this building still don't realize that I just took you to the laundry mat.
The nigga had like a 9-minute third round of all filler. Basically all filler, my nigga. I think like 7 of the 9 minutes was filler. And then the first round clips was like, you'll probably do my guess what room I'm in. You'll probably try to flip my guess what room I'm in scheme and say that I da-da-da-da. He does a little bit extended version of the guess what room I'm in scheme.
That reminds me, I got a little prediction. You gonna flip my guess which room I'm in scheme, say I'm fat, that I'm in the kitchen. Well, just remember, you gotta flow my scheme, don't try to talk it. You can sink trying to play in that kitchen, so don't you force it. If I see your hand, if I see your hand reaching for a can, I'ma draw a knife and start stabbing it. You ain't got a car, you broke, my nigga, we know you cabinet.
Then in the first round, my nigga, what does Arsenal do? The nigga does the fucking guess what room I'm in scheme and tries to flip it.
That bullshit got your memory clogged. You better plunge before you flush it, because when my toilet and it overflow, your bathroom ain't the only thing that's congested. Now, yeah, you're right. You did a house game. That was cool. But what you forgot to mention is out of all them rooms you drug a nigga through, you really made your first stop the kitchen. I know, because every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen. And the pots is missing.
So it's like he just basically predicted what you was gonna do. Another battle I never gave Arsenal. I felt like, really, to keep it real with you, Arsenal wasn't really winning a lot of battles on his own league. Let's just call it what it is. The Rex battle, he might have got saved by the fact that they had a little altercation with Ray Swag or whatever, because Rex was wilding in that battle. You know what I'm saying? He probably would have ended up winning the third round. Then you look at the Clips battle. Who else did he battle on his league? I'm trying to think. He lost the Daylight on his league. So, I mean, like, UW ain't really been that kind of Arsenal in terms of what I feel like getting wins. But Arsenal's still a legend, still does his thing. Another battle that I definitely gave to Charlie Clip. So, right now, we got 2 Tay Rocks, Conceited, Verb, Big T, X Factor, Sirius Jones, Arsenal. So, he's 8-0 right now. I'm just going down a list, so I know these not in order. Next up is JC. JC was a 1-round battle. I don't really judge 1-round battles, but this particular 1-round battle was one of the best 1-round battles I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Both these niggas came with it. I can't even be mad if a nigga say JC won, because JC was actually very, very good in this battle. Probably one of his best battles that I feel like he wrote for.
You know exactly what I don't like about your guess which room I'm in scheme? You started with the kitchen. We all know that's the hardest place to part you from, admit it. But I'm past it, though. I mean, you're not really built to handle the problem you asking for. Trust me, it's rough like that. Something as simple as a hand raise, and they'll have to find your whole band-aid. I'm cut like that.
JC kind of has this thing where he'll prepare really well for lower people, and then when he battle a top nigga, he always losing, in my opinion. Like, I don't think he's beat any top dudes in battle rap. Going from Young Ill to Tay Rock to, I don't know. I don't got his resume in front of me, but every time I see him with a top dude, I don't never really see him winning, or not winning clearly, in my opinion. So, but in this particular battle, this was a very, very good battle. Clips, in my opinion, had a very, very good battle as well. He played off the whole little dance shit, which was kind of funny. The way he did it was like, my favorite part was when you took your chain off and the nigga did a little move, threw some bars at Ill Will at the end, or I'll see you up to where Ill Will is, and have an Ill Will. That shit was crazy too.
You did a dance video for Christos. Clearly, no debating. You a lame, dog, but the fucked up part is y'all still believe in his gun bars. And that's a shame, dog. I hate that fucking video. No, I'm lying. You did your thing, dog, between me and you. Between me and you, my favorite part was when you did the robot to take your chain off.
So this battle, I always looked at it as kind of a draw. But if you feel like JC won the battle, you get no argument from me. If you feel like Charlie Clips won the battle, you get no argument from me. I don't really judge one round battles, so it is what it is, and it's a draw to me. Hitman Holla next on the list. This is another battle, kind of a role reversal, because Charlie Clips did a remix and Hitman was freestyling, and both of them was actually pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So, but Hitman did what Hitman normally does, and that's lose steam going into the third round. And I feel like Hitman is kind of one of these dudes. He's good for 1 or 2 rounds or a round and a half. And the end of his battles never live up to the beginning. Like, he's almost like the king of first rounds. But it's like he never really kind of like can carry it on. And even in this battle, I think he might have lost the first. Maybe Clips won the first and Hitman won the second and Clips won the third. I'm trying to remember. I ain't watched this battle in a long time. But I remember being in the building. Nobody gave this battle to Hitman.
What you got the last battle? That last battle, it's going 2-1, man. Ain't no way around it. I mean, it's a classic, regardless of what we say or unbiased review say. It was a classic. 2-1 Clips. Hitman was there though. He came to Chi-Town, he was there. 2-1 Clips, man. We out.
Nobody gave it to Hitman at all. And to this day, I never really felt like Hitman won this battle either. Another battle I feel like Charlie Clips won. Next on the list, B Magic. This is a battle Clips lost. To me, this was the first time I can really say he clearly lost a battle. He stumbled in the third. His first round is just decent with the June shit, and we'll march through and our whole little scheme he had. He had a decent first round. I call this battle 2-1 B Magic, but some niggas actually call it 3-0 B Magic, and I can't really argue with you. But B Magic definitely was more prepared this battle. He had a lot more to prove than Charlie Clips. And Charlie Clips really did not want to take this battle. And I'm not making excuses for him, but you know, we'll talk about it a little bit more in the Untold Truth. But this was a battle that URL tried to book him for. And in taking this battle, they were going to promise him $8,000 on a future battle, which was supposed to be T-Rex. He was supposed to battle Rex earlier. Rex, for whatever reason, backed out of the battle. So URL didn't have an opponent for Clips anymore that was worthy to give him $8 grand. So Clips didn't get the $8,000, and what happened? Clips went on that rampage, did a little blog talking about Smack was supposed to give me money and didn't give me money and promised me this, and I had shit to do and I thought I was gonna get this. That was all because he was supposed to take B Magic for a price in order to get another nigga for a higher price.
So Beasley hit me. He was like, yo, I want you to, you know, battle B Magic at Nome or whatever. And I, you know, at the time I just was like, I'm like, nah, I don't know, because if I battle him, it's not a battle for the big stage to me. I'm like, me and B Magic is not for the big stage. That battle that battle should only be in a small room.
And I don't think he ever wanted to battle B Magic, but it don't really matter because he battled a nigga and he lost the battle. So it is what it is. There was another battle where he didn't really have I guess a prepared third round. Like, he had some shit in the third round. He was going somewhere with it. I thought he kind of had a good little start, but then he ended up fumbling, stumbling a little bit in the round. Magic shit came out clear. Magic won the battle. So far for me, on everybody on this list, B Magic is his only loss so far as I go down this list. Next up, Young Ill. This is actually interesting because I always gave this battle to Charlie Clips, but I went back and watched it. This battle was a lot closer than I think niggas admit it is. I'm a big Young Ill fan, but I did not like Young Ill in this battle either. I haven't really liked Young Ill, my niggas, since like, shit, maybe since the Rex battle or whatever. He showed a little bit of flashes in the JC joint, but this was another battle. I think in the first round he had the I'll kill you anywhere 112, like we could do this anywhere one. He had a fire 112 line, but
Do you know what kind of drama you are in, B? Well, Machete with the jagged edge. He's taking more than one L. Y'all brought boys to men, well, these end of the road gun shells. When these straps are drew, he don't see them lift like dumbbells. I told Smack we can do it anywhere. 112. Boy.
I didn't like this battle either. Charlie Clips wasn't really great. He was coming with a lot of drug schemes and shit like that, saying that, you know, these cocaine lines will bring Young Ill back. But at the end of the day, I felt like even though Clips was complaining in the second round because he stumbled, and then he was like, Young Ill talked through my round or whatever, and that's why I stumbled. They had that little, I guess, little discussion on stage, but it was kind of like a little bit of catch-22 because you talked through B Magic's round, basically even more egregious than what Young Ill did. You know what I'm saying? You basically told Don DeMarco he was giving too many Don DeMarcos out. So I don't really feel like Charlie Clips really had anything to stand on, even though Young Ill did talk through his round, but I felt like, yo, the pot calling the kettle black type shit. But I never gave this battle to Young Ill. This was another battle I thought Clips won. And I don't know, man, but it is a lot closer. It definitely is a lot closer, man. It might even be more debatable than niggas admit, because I know a lot of niggas that think Young Ill won this battle, but I didn't really like Young Ill that much. I ain't really like Clips that much this battle, but it is what it is. Clips went this way, Young Ill went this way, and that ended that discussion. What's next on the list, man? Sue Surf is another dude Charlie Clips battle. Sue Surf was at the top of his game. He didn't really have a good battle, but he was at the top of his game in battle rap. So, I mean, one thing you can say about Charlie Clips, he does have a good resume. He battled a lot of niggas in about a 3-year span, and he took niggas that was actually at the top of their game. JC was nice. Surf was nice. Verb was nice. X Factor was one of the hottest niggas in the Midwest. Big T, Mr. Chalak Abu, one of the hottest niggas in the Midwest. He didn't took every nigga that was fire that needed to be taken. I mean, the only nigga he ain't battled is Calico, but he didn't really took every nigga that was hot. So this was another battle, man. Sue Surf was at the top of his game, and he beat Sue Surf easily. You know, you can say what you want about Clips. He does have a lot of clear wins over good niggas, in my personal opinion. So Surf is another hard nigga, king of debatables, another nigga that get a lot of debatable battles, but he lost clearly to Charlie Clips, 2-1, 3-0, however you want to call it, and that was pretty much on the Born Legacy card. That was into that. The next 4 are all wins by Clips. Dirtbag Dan, Hallahan, O'Shea, and Tony D. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I can't remember the O'Shea battle, but I don't remember Clips losing. So as of right now, we got both Tay Rocks, Conceited, Averb, Big T, X Factor, Serious Jones, Arsenal, JC, Hitman, B Magic, Young Ill, Sue Surf, Dirtbag Dan, Hallahan, O'Shea, Tony D. I think that's like 17 battles. The only loss I have so far on this list is B Magic and a debatable with JC. That's really it. That's all I got on this list so far. Next up, Heartless. Another battle a lot of people say he lost. Actually, when you watch the battle, he did lose the battle. But I know a little bit more about this battle than the casual fan, and this is another one-round battle. I don't really judge one-round battles, and this goes to say what happens when the business isn't right. When you don't have the ability to pay an artist, I don't really give a fuck about the battle anymore, because the artist isn't going to give a fuck about the battle. Heartless came out and said he didn't get paid all his bread. I think Clips was supposed to get $1,000 or some shit like that. He only got like $500 or something. So half of his bread is still owed to him. I was in St. Louis recently, man, to host a Verb event, and I ran into Cheddar House. Cheddar House comes up to me and he said, yo, I gotta really talk to Charlie Clips because I owe him some bread, man. I'm trying to get Cheddar House back on the map and start doing events and everything, man. We took a real hit with the Clips battle and everything, man. And I just want to get Clips' bread. I just want to make everything right. The nigga said this to me like 3 or 4 times in the venue. So I get back to Atlanta. I hit Clips up. I'm like, yo, apparently Cheddar House want to give you money. Clips was like, I ain't studying that shit. I was like, nah, you might want to get it, my nigga, because at least at the end of the day, you can buy some sneaks, you can go on a trip, you can do whatever. So I linked these two up together. This was around the beginning of April. I linked these two up together for them to basically do their thing. And do you know this, to this day, this nigga still has not paid Charlie Clips any of the money, any of the $500. He ain't paid him a dime, my nigga. And what happened with this battle is another battle. Clips did not know that he didn't have his money until they picked him up at the airport, taking him to the venue for him to battle, realize when they get to the venue that they don't have Clips' money, right? Clips is like, oh, y'all don't have my money. He tells Clips, well, just do like 2 minutes or something, man. Do a couple minutes of whatever, man. We got a crowd, we got a little bit of a crowd here. Clips told me it was 1 a.m. in the morning by the time him and Heartless battled, and there was only about 50 people in the building. And he was like, man, I just didn't want to do something for the fans. I didn't want to just leave, so I just went in freestyle.
So that battle, they didn't get the round that I made. Nothing. None of that was what I made, and I still freestyled some fire. Still. And they didn't get what I prepared for because I didn't get paid for that.
Then he said that I guess the message didn't get relayed back to Heartless. Heartless spit his entire round. Clips went way shorter because he was like, I'm not gonna do a whole round. These niggas didn't even give me my bread. So the battle looks mad lopsided, and Clips freestyle still was fire.
Oh, 1 o'clock in the morning. I told Big Cheese to cancel this shit. He said, nah, bro, we gotta continue. I said, what the fuck for? All day Heartless ain't bring not one fan in the venue. Now I gotta put this nigga on the menu. By a show of hands, who came to see this dummy rap? Exactly. You need to get your money back. Talking about he got bitches in St. Louis. I bet this bitch got a wide back and at least one row that probably could cover like 5 tats. St. Louis club language. Tell her put her mouth where I pee. Then we slide back. Fuck her in the first club we was at so she could climax.
So for me, this is another battle I don't even really count as a battle won or lost, because at the end of the day, if you are unable to pay a nigga their money, you're not really a league, my nigga. So I can't look at Cheddar House and be like, what do I expect Clips to do 100% when he got half his money? Fuck out of here. I don't expect that shit at all. So that's another battle I don't really count. So this is basically a draw, the Heartless battle. People got him losing to Heartless. I got it as a draw because the business ain't right. Ilmac. He lost to Ilmac. I gotta keep it a stack. It wasn't the best Ilmac battle. Definitely wasn't the best Clips battle. Ilmac is definitely coming off the Big K battle on King of the Dot. I expect a lot more for Ilmac. Being that this was kind of on URL, Teddy Grizzly, I thought niggas would show up a little bit better. Both of these two was just okay. Ilmac was just a better okay at the end of the day. So he definitely won this battle in my opinion. Both of them freestyled a lot. And it is what it is. So this is to me his second going down this list of what I consider to be a clear loss. Next up, Daylight. This is a dope battle. It's one of my favorite battles that happened outside of URL. One of my favorite King of the Dot battles is Daylight versus Charlie Clips. I do feel like Clips won this battle. I like the third round angle of talking to the ski mask shit, especially when he says, I don't expect you to be able to live long enough to see your killer, whatever. That line to me was the battle right there.
You belong on the faces of niggas that's doing all the killing, all the robbing and torture. Instead, you on the face of a nigga that's killing, battle rap, and robbing the culture. You gotta stop this shit, face mask. When I murder niggas, I leave them with no trace. You want your niggas to look they killer in the eye. I'd rather you look your killer in his whole face. So you can remember the nigga from the East Coast that stripped you of your pride and your glory. Real killers don't need a face mask. I don't plan for you to live to tell your side of the story.
I know a lot of niggas, they like Daylight because he took the mask off and did the Psych Out Live. To me, Daylight didn't have enough in the third to really win. And there's this whole thing going around where Daylight spit bars, he can't lose. Like, oh, niggas only beat Daylight when he the antic Daylight. They don't beat Daylight when he the Daylight with bars. Daylight is dope, but let's not act like Daylight can't lose. So this was a battle that Daylight spit bars, Clips spit bars, and I do feel like Clips won this battle. And I think Daylight even went on cameraman and said he lost. I don't know if the nigga was trolling or whatever, but he sounded serious. He was like, I feel like, I think I lost the battle. I never really hear him say he lost any battle ever, but this particular battle he did go on camera and say he lost. So it is what it is, man. But what's next on the list? Oh, Red. He lost his battle too. This is another battle Clips lost. Oh, Red to me had a shitty ass battle. Now to be fair to Clips, and I'm not making excuses for Clips, Clips went through this period of when he was just trying to back out of a lot of battles. And this was one of the battles that he tried to back out of. And we talk about this in the Untold Truth as well. Arsenal really needed something and really didn't want to fuck up his event. So he begged Clips to pretty much stay in the battle. Clips stayed in it, but Clips freestyled. Now, first round, O-Red won that round. He kind of had the Charlie Horse shit. That shit was fire. Second round, Clips' second round is actually better than O-Red's second round. The problem is it's not directed to O-Red at all. It's just about Lux and Mook and niggas he battled and politics and battle rap.
Oh, hold on, Loaded Lux. It ain't over for you neither. I ain't gonna lie, you spit fire, used to spit fire and it was a goodie. We tired of all this other shit, Lux. We want the old Lux with the hoodie. On some G shit, you dressed as a preacher. You dressed as the Black Panther. Your last battle, you dressed up as Rich Porter. You got paid $30K for that battle. You was paid in full and ain't give a dime to Rich daughter. This ain't about you, this is about me. I got offered 70 racks for 3 battles. 4,000 for 2 minutes against him, and y'all think I need this shit? Difference is, I battle niggas like this because I bleed this shit.
So I mean, just for me to be consistent, if you not rapping about your opponent, I can't give you the round, even if your round is pretty fire. I can't give you the round anyway. O-Red's second round wasn't crazy, but it was more direct than Clips. So I gave O-Red the second round. Obviously, I gave O-Red the first, so he won the battle 2-1. O-Red's third round and Serious Jones' second round are the 2 worst rounds from a top tier nigga that actually wrote a round. The Bootsy shit and O-Red's third round is fucking terrible, dog.
Really find it hard that you be letting off them fours, dog. Clips, you look like Jefferson Tibbs from Hardball. Okay, for those who've never seen Hardball, this is a photo. This is a photo of Jefferson Tibbs from Hardball. I mean, I ain't get no reaction. I just figure y'all ain't know who he was. He really looked like him, right? Yeah, but moving along. Moving along. This shit horrible.
And that's all I remember from this battle. Like, this battle did nothing for O-Red. And Clips just bullshitted, and O-Red won, but he was so bad that nobody gives a fuck. I don't know if it's because it's on UW. I don't know if it's because O-Red wasn't that much better anyway. But nonetheless, this is the Charlie Clips battle record. No excuses. He lost to O-Red. Passwords is a battle I haven't seen, so we'll just skip that. What's next? John the Don, another battle people try to say he lost. Another 1-round battle. Y'all know I don't judge 1-round battles, but I will speak on it. I don't consider Quiet Room a league. I say that all the time. And if you're not a league that I feel like does anything good for the culture, it's hard for me to understand why a battle rapper will take you serious. Cortez came out and said Quiet Room was under Proven Grounds in terms of a league. Under Proven Grounds, my nigga. But let's be real, what really has Quiet Room done for battle rap? Not a damn thing. And battle rappers don't even take the Quiet Room seriously, my nigga. So I mean, if I can realize that from the outside looking in, you think battle rappers don't? And then John got the nerve to do a multiple choice?
The house scheme was your hottest shit. And that was Doodle. And the multiple choice probably was mine. That may be true too, but I ain't gonna let you guess which room I'm in, because that's what you do. I'd rather give you a multiple choice on which room I'ma shoot through. Like, hey, spray up his attic like I'm exterminating bugs or B. Hit up his kitchen till I feel it sick with blood or C. Get that toilet and faucet by the tub or D. Sneak in the basement and shoot all of the above.
Nigga, that shit is almost like a defeat bar. That is almost an automatic L from now on. Let me do a multiple choice on how I should kill you. Is it A? I'm like, come on, my nigga. You really did that shit? You just look at Clip's face when this nigga do that shit. That nigga just like... That spree well choke, when you choke like that, when you on a spree well, that shit was hotter than anything John said.
You got 2 million views with Hitman. Be happy. Stop trying to take me in DNA spot. Predictable. Fat jokes. Knew you would mention that you would get DNA shot. If you bite one more fucking line, you're gonna have the same teeth DNA got. Don't get it twisted. That's my brother. I can joke like that. I won't lose DNA. But you'll lose DNA when I get you smoked like that. This is my 9th battle this year. I just did it to show you I'm a pro like that. Stuttered against Young Ill. So what? When you on a spree, well, you get to choke like that. You show this to choir when they're going crazy.
That's another battle I never really gave John or Clips. It's a draw in my opinion. And I don't think nobody took that battle seriously, so I'm not going to take it seriously. It is what it is. Wrong. He lost the Sharon battle too. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, whether it's 3-0, 2-1, whatever it is you want to do. He definitely did not beat Sharon. Obviously, he tried to back out. He didn't want to put King of the Dot in a hole, took the battle. He tried to back out of a lot of battles around this time. The only one that he took throughout this whole little time where he was dealing with his family and shit was T-Rex. I guess he didn't want to back out of URL joint. It would have been fucked up if we backed out of URL battle too, because you remember before then, the Tay-Rock battle did not happen on stage either. It happened in a one-off. So had he backed out of the next URL battle with Rex, it'd have been like 2 battles that niggas paid their money for and did not see Clips on the main stage. So I think just that alone, Clips couldn't back out of the Rex joint. But the Sharon battle, he definitely lost. You know what I'm saying? No ifs, ands, or buts, no excuses whether you wanted to back out or not. Maybe you just taking too many battles. It is what it is. But he lost that battle, so that's another loss. Let's just recap, man, before we go. We got, so far, the only clear losses I have is B Magic. I got Ilmac. I got O-Red, and I got Sharon. Next on the list is Marv 1. This is the battle a lot of people try to say that Clips lost when, you know, when they battled in, I guess, Detroit or whatever. This battle to me is another draw. Marv 1 basically got a debatable with a nigga that freestyled his entire round to Marv 1's writtens.
Now, I'm a real nigga, right? Right. So before I get into this battle, I just want to say your round was fucking fire. You said we was friends. You told me you was only going 3 minutes, you fucking liar. You told me we bros, this is gonna be cool, we ain't trying to battle for the stripes, but instead you up here in this 1 minute round treating it like it's the battle of your life. What's poppin', Marv? We already know this battle gonna end one way, with you getting shot Saturdays, 11 p.m. Central Time. That mean Detroit found your body on a Sunday. I kill your bitch while she in her whip so they can watch your Hyundai inside a Hyundai. You right, you do look like Ross. Instead, you don't see O's or promote gunplay. Let me talk. That's off the top. And y'all said y'all ain't want me to do that freestyle shit. Look at you now. You right, you both fat. But look at our bodies, Marv. How many rolls you got on one side? I think you got 5. With them 2 breasts and botched thighs, I don't know if you should sue God or Popeyes. Now I got a couple rolls myself. But the bitches say my sex game is top 5. I get in the pussy, it's like a homeless nigga waking up. I make the box rise, but let's get off the joke.
I watched the battle. I ain't think Marv was that crazy to where he clearly won the battle. To me, Clips was still snapping on this nigga.
They say imitation is the most sincerest form of flattery. But if I did the same fuck shit this nigga did, you fans would be mad at me. Our resumes are equal. How is it a step down for him to battle me? You gonna get your toy soldiers put in a freezer. And nigga, I am not recharging their batteries.
To me, this is a debatable battle. A debatable battle, and being that it's a 1 round, it's just a draw to me. So that's how I look at that. T-Rex is next. We already know pretty much beat T-Rex. No debating. I got that 3-0. Another dude at the top of his battle rap game, and fucking Clips washed him. You know what I'm saying? So that was an easy victory for him. T-Top next on the list. T-Top is a dude. This was a good battle. T-Top actually gave you 3 good rounds. I just like Clip shit a little bit more. The Prez Mafia line was cold to me.
Every time I turn around, you got a new gunner. You need to fucking stop. Remember that kid, Prez Mafia? What happened to him? He was fucking hot, but he left URL. Because y'all promoting like niggas like this, we know it's fucking not. Lewinsky and Clinton. Let's just say Prez left because of Top. See, lines like that?
Yo, that shit was cold. I like that shit he was saying. It wasn't Clip's best battle, but his real talking the third about you not the only one that struggle. I fuck with that a little bit more than T-Top's round. So I got Clips winning this battle as well. But, you know, I know a lot of people might feel differently, and I ain't gonna really argue with you. Last up is Hollow, and he lost to Hollow the Don 2-1. Check out my recap if you want to see that. So let's just go over the Charlie Clips battle record one more time. Tay-Rock, both battles, 2-0. Conceited, 3-0. Verb, 4-0. Big T, 5-0. X Factor, 6-0. Serious Jones, 7-0. Arsenal, 8-0. JC was a debatable, so that's 8-0-1, I guess. Hitman, 9-0. B Magic is a loss, so that's 9-1-1. Young Ill is 10-1-1. Surf is 11-1-1. Dirtbag Dan is 12-1-1. Hollowhand is 13-1-1. O'Shea is 14-1-1. Tony D is 15-1-1. Heartless is a debatable, which is basically a draw. So Heartless is 15-1-2. Ilmac is a loss, so that's 15-2-2. Daylight is a victory, so that's 16-2-2. O-Red is a loss, so that's 16-3-2. Passwords, I don't really know because I ain't watched it. John Adon is another draw, in my opinion, so that's 16-3-3. Sharon is a loss, 16-4-3. Marv 1 is a draw again, 16. Marv 1 is a draw, 16-4-5. Rex is a victory, 17-4-5. T-Top, in my opinion, is a victory, 18-4-5. And Hollow the Don is a loss, 18-5-5 is Charlie Clip's battle record, in my personal opinion. More than welcome to do one yourself. You know what I'm saying? But this is Unbiased Review. Feedback, people. I just did this so we could talk about it, man. Feedback, but that's how I got all of his battles, man. Hopefully I didn't miss no battles, to be real with you. Nigga had so many battles. I was trying to make sure I caught every one of them. I know he had some 2-on-2 battles and some shit. I ain't even worried about them. And I think that's it, man. If I forgot a battle, let me know. And I'll tell you what, if I thought he won or lost. But Unbiased Review, holla at your boy.